So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. After the turnover, here's Murray. It's complete to Drake.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Now on 1st down, Drake again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here we go. Here we go. Now the one. You got to get the ball until you get the set up.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. That 2nd down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on 1st down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Running, it's Drake. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Now a man who punted for the Browns in 2015, Andy Leon, to kick it away. As he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
Good one, boy. Let's go.
First and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Hey, Charlie.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Jordan Hicks able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Mayfield to throw it, and he's got the hook up to Landry. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And now the rookie's free. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hakeem Butler, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run. This is Hunt. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 5-yard
Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
You felt that one. I know you felt that one.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Sheldon Richardson able to get him for a loss of about 3. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Mike 29. Silver. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. I'm coming up to you. I'm coming up.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Watch time.
On 1st down, Drake. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
You got nothing today. You got nothing. Check. Let's go. Bravo. Ball shot. 44's the mic. 44's the mic. Leo. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Murray now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
So we got man.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The intended receiver there, Kenyon Drake. And now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. There he goes, right side. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Seibert on for the PAT. At home, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Ready. Mike Spopo, I'm going to run you over. Check 52. Check 13. Check 13. 1, 2, 3. Wahoo.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Delay of game penalty ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10.
29 is a Mike 29. I'm coming for you, son. 29 is a Mike 29. I got you.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Able to find Isabella. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now, 44 is the Mike. Watch QB drop.
They'll run on 1st down. Drake, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 2nd down now, it's Drake. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Cardinals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. The pass complete. It's Bird. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. Murray now on 1st down. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. at the Browns' 38-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. A give running right, Drake. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
First and 10.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Drake. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
Is the mic. 44 is Mike. Check. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's me and you. It's just me and you. 44, Mike, 44. You're out. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Okay. Alert 3.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Go. 29 is Mike. Mike, 29. Let him know. 29.
Shotgun now from Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Drake. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Watch the curl.
From the 17, Murray flush to his right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
29 is Mike. Mike, 29. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. 29 is Mike. Mike, 29. That's right.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And he hits Drake. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is up to 8. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
First down, Mayfield. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
The name of the game, as always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
That's complete to Demetrius Harris, the tight end. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one.
180.
Check, 43.
On first and 10, Mayfield will let it go deep for Beckham. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
What? Go. 49 is a Mike. Mike 29. Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. It's free. Right, team. Come. Kill.
And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Murray throwing on second down. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Brings up third down and 2.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
On 3rd and 2, Murray. He dumps it off to Dre. The pickup there, 5 yards.
5-yard gain on the play.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. They'll run with Drake. And some room to maneuver. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Check, ready. 40 on the base. Check. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Let me what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now this time, Murray to throw it. Flushed out right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Throwaway and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever term.
And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
29 is Mike. Mike.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
180. Up,
Check, 43. Push him back.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hunt, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Just like that.
Mayfield looks to throw. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 38-yard line. So many connections between the two quarterbacks in this game, Baker Mayfield and Kyler Murray. Both Heisman Trophy winners. Obviously, you've got the Oklahoma connection. Both #1 overall picks. And both also won a state title in high school in the state of Texas. And neither guy is a very tall quarterback. Baker Mayfield at 6'1", Kyler Murray just at 5'10". On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Switch.
Murray going to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. Throw caught here by Bird. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Cassius Marsh, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 3rd and long for Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 22. Baker Mayfield, as a rookie, 3 times he led the Browns back to victory in the 4th quarter. What can he do here in year number 2? From the red zone now, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt, touchdown number 15 of the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They stay on the ground with Drake. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. He may try and run for this. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. Able to slither by. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. They've gone to the 4th quarter now in Dallas. And the Rams have scored again, able to stretch their lead. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. The Browns drive about to get started. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Now on 2nd and 13. Mayfield into the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, Drake. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Right back to Drake. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Set, ready. On the bench. You must be dreaming.
On 3rd down, Drake. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1?
It's now 4th down and 1.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Browns drive about to get started. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Cards, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Browns, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.